So what's up, everyone? Son of X51 back with another video on something. We have an article here today from geeksgamers.com on a Streets of Rage movie. We have Streets of Rage. Sonic writers Pat Casey and Josh Miller tapped Jeymes Samuel to direct, by Alex Garzo. Now, I played many hours of Streets of Rage on the original Sega Genesis in the 90s. Love that game. It's classic, full of, 90s cheese and coolness. So let's get into the article here. In November 2022, Lionsgate bought the film rights to Streets of Rage, the side-scrolling beat-em-up video game series from Sega, with John Wick creator Derek Kolstad writing the script. There's been no word on the film since then, until today when Variety exclusively reported that Streets of Rage movie is still in the works. At Lionsgate, although it appears Derek Kolstad is out, the film is now being written by Pat Casey and Josh Miller, the writers of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. The Streets of Rage movie also has a director, Jeymes Samuel, a British filmmaker behind the Netflix western The Harder They Fall. Never heard of that show at all, or never heard of that film at all. May have looked at it to see if it's any good. I know the Sonic the Hedgehog directors did a good job with the Sonic movies. I'm not that big on the first movie. I didn't care for it being like a road trip movie with Sonic. I thought they started to get better and more video game like as they went on. With Sonic 2 wasn't bad, but Sonic 3 was amazing. I loved everything with Shadow. It was heartfelt. It was actually pretty well written. There we go down here. Streets of Rage follows former cops and playable characters Adam Hunter, Axel Stone, and Blaze Fielding as they go rogue to liberate their city from the criminal syndicate that rules it with an iron fist, run by the mysterious mob boss Mr. X. As your preferred hero, you brawl and jump kick your way through the streets, defeating Mr. X's minions until you get to each level's boss, who will have some sort of gimmick you must overcome. You can also pick up weapons like baseball bats, metal pipes, knives, and more to help you defeat your enemies, or call in a strike from some cops that want to help you out, which will clear the screen of bad guys. The second and third games in the series were largely the same, with additional playable characters, and minus Adam Hunter. A fourth game was released in 2020. There you go, I have that game. Never heard of that. RMR2, Streets of Rage is kind of, Sega's version of Double Dragon, if you remember that on the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Both fun games. It's back in the article. If that doesn't sound like the type of video game you'd want the Sonic the Hedgehog guys to adapt as a movie, fear not, because Pat Casey and Josh Miller also wrote Violent Night, a hard-hitting Christmas action movie for Action Studios 87 North. I remember that is, what's his name, Hopper from Stranger Things of Santa Claus. Didn't see it. Sometimes that's not my kind of thing, trying to make Christmas violent stuff. Maybe I'll watch it, but next Christmas. Jeymes Samuel is a bit lesser known quantity. Aside from The Harder They Fall, he has directed a religious comedy called The Book of Clarence and 2 short films. One about rapper Jay-Z. A rapper himself, Samuel performs under the name The Bullets. So I guess he's a rapper too, according to this. Lionsgate calls Samuel a bold filmmaker with a visual and explosive style. Sega will be involved with production with President and COO Shinji Utsumi and Sonic the Hedgehog producer Toru Nakahara overseeing the film. Clearly, Sega wants to maintain some control over Streets of Rage. A little bit of game footage here. Alright, let's check out this intro here. This classic intro here. Got volume. Oh, listen to that music. Oh, I love this. The city was once a happy, peaceful place until one day a powerful secret criminal organization took over. This vicious syndicate soon had control over the government and even the police force. The city has become a center of violence and crime where no one is safe. Amid this turmoil, a group of determined young police officers has shown to clear up the city. Among them are Adam Hunter, Axel, and Blaze Fielding. They are willing to risk anything, even their lives, on the streets of rage. Let's see if you guys listen to that soundtrack, man. I'd probably pick Axel. I think it was my favorite. My one. Listen to that soundtrack. Oh yeah. These are the days, man. Beat that guy up. The villains all look the same. Got more in here. Where's the cop show up? Oh, you get pick up a pipe here and beat up the guy. Yeah, let's go. Where's the call the cops? Oh yeah, the whip lady. I remember the whip lady. We got this somewhere. I'm pretty sure I have this around somewhere. There's the police attack. Oh man. Cops show up with a freaking bazooka. Like it kills everyone but you. Yeah, it's a great game. Anyways, let's finish up this article. It worked well for the Sonic the Hedgehog series, which is beloved by fans for its faithful adaptation of the classic video games. Perhaps the Streets of Rage movie will maintain similar respectful attitude towards its source material. According to Variety, Lionsgate wants the film to lean heavily into the cult classic game, known for its iconic characters, acclaimed electronic soundtrack, and beat-em-up action. That is not only a relief for the Streets of Rage fans, but also a smart business decision. That not only is relief for Streets of Rage fans, but also a smart business decision. That not only a relief for Streets of Rage fans, but also a smart business decision, given the Sonic the Hedgehog and the recent Mario movie from Nintendo and Illumination are massively successful and stay true to the game's inspired theme. There is no time frame for the Streets of Rage movie, so we don't know when it will go into production or be released. But since a director is involved, it is already farther along than it was when Lionsgate first announced it in 2022. While it's likely not coming soon, it will not be too long before we see the Streets of Rage heroes punching, kicking, and lead piping their way across the movie screen. But yeah, I hope it's good. We got, I like Sonic the Hedgehog. I like the Mario movies, not as much. I would say like the Sonics are probably better, especially with number 3. But yeah, this is the new trend here. We're gonna see far more, video game properties being made into movies, or like, superhero films. As long as they don't try to modernize this movie too much, I think they lean into nostalgia. Like I see, like Street Fighter looks really good. Oh my god, that's really leaning to the nostalgia of the game. I heard that Mortal Kombat wasn't that good. Mortal Kombat's a trickier property, because even though it's like a 90s property, it was treated as more serious than like Street Fighter. And of course, you have like Masters of the Universe comes out this week, I believe, and I'm hearing mixed things about it. It's good just come out. It's more 90s. It's good just coming out. I see a lot of 90s nostalgias in play nowadays. Well, honestly, something like Masters of the Universe should have been, I think, released like 20 years ago, when a lot of people my age or people who are fans of that were younger, and there was all that like hype over like Transformers and a lot of 80s nostalgia, I think more so than today. But that's cool. I'm gonna, I guess, look forward to this. I was a big fan of the game growing up. I like to see these treated with some respect, at least give us a good, fun popcorn movie to go see. So if you like this video, give it a like, share it, leave a comment on your thoughts. I live stream mostly Fortnite on this channel right now. I also have my music channel, VJ the Vigilant, I go by, and VJ the Vigilant plays guitar. So maybe go check those out. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.